Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Spartan.
And I'm Pudgey.
And we're watching Better Call Saul, Season 5, Episode 7. What the hell has Kim done?
The way we left last episode, I don't know, like...
Did not see that coming.
We had a big discussion about it last episode, but... What the fuck?
I don't know, man. Jimmy, like, Kimmy might be the perfect person for Jimmy just based on her very, I don't know, like her toxic kind of, I don't want to use the word toxic, but her relationship with Jimmy is just very iconic, and only someone like Kim could fall further in love with the things that Jimmy's doing.
Yes and no. I feel like a lot of people out there will kind of see themselves in Kim.
Yeah, okay. I didn't mean it like that. I'm talking more about the context of the show. I'm just saying,
yes,
we're watching, and of course I know people go through similar things, I understand that. But in Jimmy's case, the man has given her 101 reasons to leave. He has screwed over that many times, and you're sort of like, dude, and then to then ask, obviously, like, we need a break, work things out. To then
well, she was saying that initially. She's like,
and then double down.
What if we need to let go? We need to move on. We need to get married.
Like, what? So that was, I don't know. I'll tell you guys about that one. That was that's an interesting one. It's very befitting of this kind of show.
I don't see Jimmy declining that.
No, but then do they get married and get divorced? Like, it's hard because in spite of Jimmy doing some dumb shit, we do enjoy their dynamic and they do have good times together.
Yeah.
But then, from what we know, it ends up poorly anyway. So you're kind of like, it's a ticking time bomb and we don't know when it's going to explode.
Yeah, pretty much.
Thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. If you want up to 4 weeks of early access to our reactions, or you want to watch our uncut reactions, we'll leave a link down below.
And if you guys are watching this over on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments down below what you thought of the episode.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
And anything that already happened, we're not going back over all that.
Let's just focus on from here on out.
Right. Past is past.
And moving forward.
Oh
if I
my
have the urge to not tell you something, then
God.
Right.
So they're working this out?
Full disclosure.
Then it works both ways.
Works both ways.
So if you don't want to tell her something, you got to tell her.
I love how Jimmy's like being educated on like the basic just considerations.
Principles
What
of
if
relationships.
I have the urge to not tell you something, but I tell you, and you don't like what you hear?
I just want to know what's going on.
You might not want to, but
Jimmy. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
No.
That is what doesn't work for you guys.
No.
She never used to be like that.
I think she's learned.
There he is.
Tell me it's the bloody,
I'm really doing this.
I don't know, the marrying guy. I
looks
don't know what it's
right.
called. What's he called? Oh, that marrying guy.
They're getting married, all right? He's going to be their witness. Pure witnesses, they're married.
That is so iconic,
Out of all
dude.
people.
And he's all suited up as well. Gotta love him.
Want me to hold the rings for you?
Oh, there's no rings.
Oh, I can fix that easy. I seen the clerk downstairs.
Aww.
Had a nice ride.
Knock one off.
Oh, dude, I love you.
This is a different kind of thing.
Oh, it's like that. Then we should do it upright then for the rug right.
Oh, she's not pregnant.
Oh, I thought it's at a wedlock.
Well, you at least gonna take her somewhere after this? A little honeymoon?
I know, like it's a marriage.
Even Huel knows.
How about we take a rain check on that? We just need to get this done. You feel me?
I don't
Damn.
like the
No,
vibe.
the vibe is not.
This is a legal arrangement. This way, if I get into trouble, they can't make her testify against me.
Is that why they're doing it?
Yeah, but it shouldn't be just for that. You guys are in a relationship.
That's all this is. You got it?
Nah, man. Is that all Jimmy sees? Does Kim think it's just a business arrangement, though?
Is this okay with you?
Of course.
This is the most depressing marriage ever.
This might not be what you dreamed of when you were 12.
Jimmy, it's not about that. This is just,
Even she sees it that way.
everything we talked about.
Right, I know. Just making sure.
They both see it that way. It's just like a legal.
That's yeah, sad. That's it. Damn.
Vibes are down.
It's awkward. Like, they don't even feel like they're in a relationship, let alone friends right now.
Wexler McGill?
Yes.
And you picked the short vowel, is that right?
Yes.
Damn. Shortcuts and everything. I don't even think they know that girl.
Yeah, I don't know who is she.
Do you, James Morgan McGill, take Kimberly Wexler to... No middle name.
What? Just get on with it.
To be your lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer.
For worse.
Yeah, probably gonna be a lot worse.
Always.
I do.
And do you, Kimberly Wexler, take James Morgan McGill to be your lawfully wedded husband?
Okay, I feel like there's some connection here right now.
Yeah, she looks happy. He looks a bit out of it.
I do.
All right, all right.
Do you have the rings?
We
They got no rings.
No rings.
Q's just like, mm-mm-mm.
Okie dokie. Then by the power vested in me by the state of New Mexico, I now pronounce you husband and wife.
Damn, I never would have seen these guys actually becoming husband and wife.
I know.
And then kiss.
Oh, Q! Q's
He's
the
so
best!
Hey, Hugh's a legend. Hey, Hugh is a real one, man.
They should have had Francesca instead of that random lady.
Yeah, true.
I'll be home early tonight.
Me too.
Okay, you can celebrate. Jimmy, you better whip something up there.
Saul Goodman, speedy justice for you.
I've been calling you.
Yeah, I had a busy morning.
Oh my god.
He's
this
not
is
gonna be
the other
home
life.
early tonight.
Who got picked up this time?
Jorge de Guzman.
Who the hell is Jorge de Guzman?
Who do you think?
Oh, it's literally that's Lalo. Damn.
This is weird.
This is weird. Yeah, he's not gonna be happy.
Murder in the first degree. Robbery
how do you
while
get out of that
armed
one?
with a deadly weapon. Tampering with evidence.
God damn. If they've got all that on him already.
My client waives the reading of the remaining charges.
How does he plead?
Not guilty.
Yeah, all right.
I'd like to schedule a pretrial hearing in 6 weeks, and I'm going to deny bond.
Your Honor,
That's my decision.
That's fair enough.
Damn, you couldn't even get. Damn.
Yeah.
Man's gonna be just locked up for 6 weeks.
I mean, murder. Like, not petty theft.
The situation in Tucumcari spiraled out of control, and we take full responsibility.
I mean, it's not your fault.
Kevin, you chose me as your attorney, and that was the best day of my professional life.
Which is probably true to a degree.
Yesterday was the worst day of my professional life. I can't tell you how much I regret that I let you down.
Even though she caused it.
If you choose to move forward with me and with us, nothing like that will ever happen again.
I don't know if we can believe that.
Not while Jimmy's around.
Let's keep in mind that over the last 18 months, we've opened 24 new branches, and until Tucumcari, the legal work has been
Okay.
flawless.
All right. I'm glad with that
Yeah,
perspective.
dude. Yeah, 100% big deal. We
Yeah.
got one job. We're gonna get angry about that.
Kim, you dropped the ball, that's for sure.
Excuse you, Kevin.
I mean, did she really?
You get rolled over by... Well,
The one and only.
And I get it, dude, but one mistake amongst 30 successes, like, let's relax.
I expected more.
I wouldn't even call it a mistake, you know?
Obviously, she set it up, but from his perspective,
Yeah, from his perspective, it's not a mistake. It's
like, you're not gonna have
another lawyer
100%
doing his
success
thing.
rate.
Kim, one more thing. This fella, McGill or Goodman, whatever, he could do a whole lot better.
I mean, she just married the guy.
So is that them, like, firing her?
I'll say
No.
50-50, but we gave it a shot.
Okay, they're still waiting for an answer.
And if he does stick with us, then what? We walk on eggshells forever?
What's the
Yeah,
alternative?
true.
You guys back in?
She's had enough experience.
Sorry to interrupt. Do you mind if we take just another minute of your time?
I guess.
He's been a bit of a prick. I mean,
And Rich is backing her. I like that.
No matter what our relationship looks like moving forward, we owe you the truth.
nah.
The truth is, you ignored our advice.
Oh, damn.
Yes, that is true.
Well, so this is my fault.
Yes.
We said Mesa
I mean,
Verde should reconsider the site for the call center.
yeah, that's true.
You declined. We advised you to keep the purchase lot as an investment. You declined.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Put it on him, yeah.
We advised you to leave that meeting when it became apparent that the other side was negotiating in bad faith. You declined.
Yeah,
Yes.
damn.
She told you to shut your mouth about the copyright.
At every point, you chose to go your own way.
That is good.
We are your
destroyed
attorneys,
him.
and it is our job
Yeah.
to advise you. The decisions will always be yours, but if you continue to ignore us,
This is how it's gonna end.
then this is the wrong relationship.
Damn, she laid a beat down on the guy.
Yeah, I like it.
And Kevin, I have to tell you, whoever represents you in the future, I hope you're going to listen to them a little bit better.
Ooh.
What this has done is put the power back in their court.
Yes, yes.
All right, then. See you on Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what you need. You need lawyers going to put you in line and tell you the
yeah.
truth.
Yeah.
Paige is impressed. Oh, damn.
Here we go. This is gonna be.
I love how
interesting.
Kimmy just gaslighted the shit out of him because she set it all up too.
JMM. What's that?
None of your goddamn business.
Justice matters most.
Like he had that cover story for it.
How solid is this de Guzman thing? Because if they find out you're not who they think you are, that could be a little...
It's not going to be a problem.
Great.
Are we sure? When Mark's involved.
Now, I think that the DA is primed to cut a deal. So I say, make him come to us. Power move.
No.
No?
Oh my god, he's not going to be an easy customer.
Nope. No deal.
Oh man, what are you wanting to do? Work miracles?
You're going to get me out on bail.
Bail.
Oh, this guy, dude, you for murder charges?
Murder!
Well, the thing there, I mean, I don't know how things work south of the border, but here, under these circumstances, but that's a long shot.
A very long shot.
You want to be a friend of the cartel?
I mean, how is it his problem that you screwed up?
Time to get yourself a new motto. Just make money.
This guy and him working close with Lalo, maybe he will get involved with Mike again. You just don't know.
Ephemeral, repeated the little prince, who never in his life let go of a question once he had asked it.
Aww.
I see them together again.
Yeah, I'm happy that they've reunited.
Now, good night.
Not yet, Pop. Just 2 more pages.
2 more pages, and that's it. All right, now lie down.
Man, I want a grandpa like Mike so badly. You don't understand how badly I want that.
She's out. Think the little prince did the trick.
I think you wore her out with all that hide and seek.
Oh, I love this.
Man's making amends.
This guy's helping with the dishes.
This girl at work, she can't get her son to sleep. The kid's 2 years old and he's still tearing around the house at midnight.
How Maddie was.
like that.
Really?
There's always a segue to
I know,
Maddie.
I meant Maddie. At least you can talk about him in a positive light.
I'm better now.
Oh, the way he's letting her know.
What changed?
Decided to play the cards I was dealt.
Oh, that's an interesting way of looking at it,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Making me emotional that just I'm better now.
How'd your day go?
Gotta tell her, remember?
I got married.
He's already started off with a lie. This guy didn't even last one day.
Here.
Thought it was gonna like knock her head down.
Damn. Jimmy's
Right
getting
into
it
it.
on.
I'm having the urge not to tell you something.
Oh, now, right now.
Now he brings it up like, dude, before, oh my god.
I have a new client. He's connected. I mean, he's a cartel guy.
Oh, right out with it.
All right. Came out with the truth. I'll give him credit.
Anyway, he's in for murder and he wants bail, which that's impossible.
But then he's in danger otherwise.
He said I'd be a friend of the cartel.
It's not what you want, but you don't want to be an enemy either.
You know what that means?
That you don't die?
Ranch in Montana kind of money. Like private jet kind of money.
Yeah, but it also means a lot more than that.
Yeah, it's a lot more than just the good stuff.
But do you want to be a friend of the cartel?
And that's a very good question. Like, what are we talking about?
No. Absolutely not. Anyway, it's a moot point.
We're sure on that absolutely not part.
There's no judge on earth that's going to grant him bail. I didn't want to tell you, so.
Hey.
I thought I should tell you.
Oh, yeah. Okay, he's trying. Some progress.
They've just fast-tracked like a whole year of their relationship.
I'm glad you did.
Oh.
Okay. Progress.
For a second, I thought she was going to say that she doesn't want to hear about it anymore, but...
I thought you were going to tell him to go ahead with the cartel.
Oh my god. This guy. I wonder why he's so chilled in here.
They really are connected.
Hey. No, I'm good. So what's happening with 6th Street?
Right to business,
Yeah.
huh?
No time to rest.
Listen. I got something for you to do.
Is this Nacho?
I don't know.
I'm not telling you shit until we talk about my dad.
Fair.
Oh, damn.
Fair.
What you tell me, and when you say it, is not up to you.
Listen, you said when Lalo's out of the picture, we'll talk about my father, right?
He's never going to
Well,
be
he's
out of the picture.
He's out of the picture for now, I guess. Good play on words.
I'm done. I want out.
And you want me to square it with Frank.
Frank's not all of it, it's the cartel. I disappear, they're gonna go after my father. He's gotta come with me. But no matter what I say with him, it's the cops or nothing.
So then what?
What are you holding out?
What do you mean? Like, what info?
Information.
He wants me to burn down the Pollos Hermanos.
Oh my god.
Nah.
Then he's not out of the picture, is he?
Damn.
Poor Nacho, he's never going to get out.
I hope he does.
Yeah, I do hope that's why we don't see him.
Our innovative family fun remodel improved the in-store Whisker Stays experience, resulting in increased repeat business system-wide.
How is Gus attending this meeting, dude?
Look, he does not give a fuck.
Oh my god.
I am delighted to report that the last quarter Los Pollos Hermanos revenues have increased 8.3%.
Yeah, and it ain't the restaurant.
How this man manages to advance that business while all the other shit he does
I
is
know.
crazy.
I really wish they had a Los Pollos somewhere that we could all go visit with the real menu. That'd be fun. Who's he sharing a door with?
Oh, of course.
Lydia tells me Salamanca is in jail. This means you can
Oh.
continue construction?
He knows all the business. Okay.
However, even from jail, he creates issues.
Yeah, he's just that kind of guy, ain't he?
He ordered his men to burn down one of my restaurants.
You're kidding. He's in jail. He can still do that.
Yes,
I mean, it's not that hard.
I know it's not exactly my area of expertise, but don't people get killed in prison all the time? I mean, shanked and shipped.
She never had an issue getting people killed, did she?
Yeah, I know.
The cartel will assume that it was my doing. It would mean war,
I mean, you're already at war, but...
for which we are unprepared.
Man, he's so patient.
It's a miracle I haven't been caught. Last year, the auditors came this close. One of them, a woman, I think she knew.
Peter.
At first it was a year, then it was 2, then 3.
Oh, damn.
How long? I can't. They will catch me, and then it is over.
I get why he's stressing.
Yeah, he's freaking out.
Gustavo, please. I can't.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Oh, what the hell?
Do you remember Santiago? The two of us, our backs to the wall. I will never forget what you did.
Is he a genuine friend, or is Gus just still playing him? It's hard.
We have come so far. We are so very close.
It's so weird to see him close with someone like this. That's why you don't believe it.
Yeah. Probably still an act as well, but maybe there's some friendship there. I don't know what the history is.
You mentioned Santiago before, though.
I'm wondering, is that guy, do you remember late in season 5, the guy that dies? Is that him?
I think so,
In Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
And we never learned much about him.
Yeah. We just saw him with the magical...
Yeah, okay.
Let the man make his juice.
Saul Goodman, speedy justice for you.
I need a word.
Oh, it's Mike calling him now.
Finally!
Yeah, I have a word for you. Tunnel, which is where I am right now. Maybe try again later.
That is so funny.
There's gonna be Mike at the door.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, forget your key.
I mean, look through your little peephole.
Okay, yeah.
You should have known better, Jimmy.
You representing Eduardo Salamanca, a.k.a. Jorge de Guzman?
Showing him he knows exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah, so?
Yeah. I need you to get him out on bail.
Oh my god, he wants it too!
Damn.
What do you have to do with Lalo Salamanca?
I represent someone who has an interest.
Someone like who?
Someone your client can never know about.
I mean, you know who.
This is everything you need to do your job.
He's done your job for you.
But isn't it funny? Mike got him in jail, now they're getting him out.
Yeah.
They're playing a long game here.
Oh, what? That was Gus's employee, I'm pretty sure. The manager.
No.
It looked like. But with a Mo. Anyways, I don't know. So he's gonna go ahead with it?
How cool is that when Gus walks in behind him?
I know.
How annoying would it be that you've got to let this? He's really playing a long game. The choice of music is surprisingly fitting.
Oh, shit. Gotta make a bit of a scene. What?
That
So
gonna
slide
slide
in.
down.
Yeah.
Or the grease of the chicken. Like, Gus would be fuming right about now.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Holy shit, does that even happen that quickly?
God damn.
Fuming, look at him.
Oh, look at his chin quivering.
Yeah.
Did you actually think I wasn't going to hear about this private eye of yours? Dave Clark, the mysterious third party who's coaching your key witness.
Why are they so confused?
Because
His
isn't Dave Clark Mike undercover, which they don't know about? And I think
Maybe.
he's playing them with the whole identity. They're setting it up.
Any idea what that asshole is going on about?
I'll call the librarian.
He's gonna play it all on that Mike, Dave Clark set it up.
It's got to be his family.
Oh, damn.
Fred Whalen.
Oh, the guy in the picture was him that he killed.
At the travel wire.
He doesn't even know who the guy is. Oh my god.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I think this one's a bit too far for
I
Jimmy as well.
know.
Damn, he looks really affected by it.
Torn up.
Oh shit, what's going on here? He's like dissociated.
That's right, Your Honor. Witness tampering.
And back into action. He's got a job to do.
Unfortunately, Your Honor, it seems a person unknown to my team may have interacted with our witness,
Yeah.
causing her to call Detective Roberts and amend her statement 2 months after the initial interview. This only recently came to our attention, and we are vigorously investigating.
She looks like she's got a towel between her legs.
Yeah.
And the fact that Mr. De Guzman is a foreign national with no ties to the community, we ask that the court recognize him as a flight risk and as a danger to the citizens of New Mexico.
I mean, that should stand up, right? Like, what are you going to say?
Mr. de Guzman has deep ties to the city of Albuquerque. I'd like you to meet
In
his
what
family.
way?
That's his fiancée and the love of his life, Beth McKinnon. His stepchildren, Christopher and Ella.
That is crazy. They just
Oh
got
my God.
actors.
That is insane.
Given the circumstances, Mr. de Guzman should be granted bond.
Oh, God.
I accept the defense's argument that bond is warranted. But, considering the severity of the charges, I will set the amount at $7 million.
Oh my God.
I mean, that's not going to be a problem, though.
The cartel will have the money, but that's massive.
But, like, the thing is, he's going to have the money, but isn't that suspicious?
I am so sorry. I can do that. Thing is, I'm gonna need you to pick it up.
Oh, my God.
Oh my God, now he's further involved.
Oh, Jimmy put on a show, but
How can you get charged $7 million? What if let's say hypothetically he was the wrong guy?
Yeah.
How do you get charged $7 million? I don't understand that.
Well, I think the high price is because we kind of know it's not the wrong guy.
Hey, Jimmy.
Is that Two-Face or Jimmy?
Howard.
So, have you thought any more about the job?
Man, he's so
man's just been waiting.
Still giving it some thought.
Just say no.
I know, he's dragging him along.
You know what? Don't bother.
Oh.
It seems I've upset you, so offer's off the table.
He thinks he's upset?
How'd you upset me?
You tell me.
You know about the bowling ball? Like...
This is getting a little weird, Howard.
You want to know what's weird?
He knows.
It's weird to offer a job to a man and in return have bowling balls thrown at your car.
Yeah.
And prostitutes sent to your business lunch.
He ain't
Damn,
dumb.
he does know. Wow. And even then, he was still asking about the job.
Prostitutes and bowling balls? You sound unhinged.
Jimmy, you can't get out of this one.
Jimmy, I'm sorry you're in pain.
Oh, Howard.
You're sorry. You kill my brother and you say you're sorry.
He's still putting that on him.
Big job at the illustrious HHM. Chance to play at the palace. Little old me. You have no idea what's going on. You're a teensy tiny man in a teensy weensy little bubble.
I mean, he's not entirely wrong, but...
You look down on me, you pity me. Walk away. That's right, Howard. You know why I didn't take the job? Because it's too small. I don't care about it.
Damn, man, this is
Oh,
heavy.
shit.
I travel in worlds you can't even imagine. You can't conceive of what I'm capable of. I'm so far beyond you. I'm like a god in human clothing.
Damn, man, I actually feel pretty bad for the way the relationship with Howard
Lightning
went.
bolt shoot from my fingertips.
That's like pure anger, though.
He's taken that out all from the shit he's going through with the cartel and now taking that on Howard as well.
Everything.
Damn.
But to say that you killed my brother when you know that that's not the truth.
That Howard even still was prepared to give him the job after everything he's done. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Howard's redeemed himself mostly here for me.
Yeah.
Jimmy's just thrashed
Yeah.
himself.
He just made a scene. Oh, there goes those ties.
Yeah. Well, I've said it before, but I'll say it again. It does fill me with sadness, I guess, the way the relationship with Howard has gone. Because, you know, for whatever reason, I mean, we discussed that, but Howard, the way he's tried to repair things and redeem things, and he's trying his best. I can't expect more from him at this stage. He's being wrongfully accused of for Chuck's murder, which was a lot more to do with, if not entirely to do with what Jimmy
death.
did.
He wasn't murdered.
Chuck's
but
death, yeah, sorry. To do with what Jimmy had done. So, you know, I was hoping there'd be some bond between them, something. I mean, Howard reached out.
Yeah, I wish Jimmy didn't cut him off because he was saying, like, I was just trying to what? But I think just make up for all of that. And that's fair enough, you know, and he doesn't need to because it wasn't his fault. Although he believes it is because obviously Jimmy's put that in his head, and he thought that himself too.
Yeah. Jimmy's more than gotten his revenge. He let the man feel depressed and blame himself for 1 or 2 years. Guilt.
Yeah.
Like he's ruined his life. Also ruined part of his life. So at this point, man, as far as I'm concerned, they're pretty even. I don't know.
Yeah. It's tough to see, but I do think what we were saying last episode, just about him cutting ties with everything that's got to do with Chuck, and in that you can obviously see Jimmy's just like, now you want to make amends. Like I am so far beyond you.
Yeah, it's probably a bit of a frustration. Like when I was savable and all I wanted was this dream, no one could make it happen for me. And now that I'm so far into all this mess, now you guys are sort of overdoing it.
How shattered was he when he didn't get the job and, you know, he's calling him Charlie Hustle. They had that relationship, but because of Chuck, it's hard because it's not, the grievance really isn't truly with Howard. It's like it is because he chose to back Chuck, but Chuck's still lingering there, isn't he?
Yeah, and Howard was, I mean, I'm not going to lie, dude, he was very sincere about it. He's even like, after he knew everything Jimmy had done to him, he's like, it seems like I've upset you, I'll withdraw the offer, like, I don't want to be on these terms. And, like, you know, he could have cracked the shit with him, and he didn't.
Yes.
So, yeah, I'm definitely on Howard's side.
That's him, like, blaming himself. Like, I clearly upset you because of, like, what's happened with me and your brother and whatnot. Don't worry about that. If you really don't want to work with me, that's fine. Like, you got your anger out, like... But, you know, Jimmy just... And you saw him, he looked sad walking off.
Yeah. I know. This kind of phase in the storytelling just feels all too familiar.
Yeah.
It really is, you know, the Breaking Bad. I just feel season 5 is just... And then I know 6 is going to be a heavy one.
Yeah. Now, before we get to, like, some of the real heavy stuff, Jimmy and Kim got married. Like, they actually did it, which was... interesting to see how they did it, because...
And why they did it?
Yeah, but then... So kind of, I guess, started off that way, but, you know, when they got home after and whatnot, then you saw a bit of that connection again. Even, like, toward the end of the vows and whatever, you saw that connection again. It kind of felt, like, very stiff, and then it just felt like they were in a relationship again, which I find interesting, like... Yeah, they're in a relationship, they weren't really acting like they were in one, then they get married, then they do. Like, it's, weird.
Yeah, it's all over the place. It's pretty messy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't know if I hopes for it. But yes, and it seemed to be more of a legal arrangement, which is odd. Like, they both got some enjoyment out of it, but they both weren't really, like, coming into it. Like, it's like a business relationship, which is why it's also destined to fail.
Yeah, business relationship, but then it's like a business with benefits instead of, like, friends with benefits in a way.
Yeah. Now, interesting... Like, I don't know, I don't fully have it figured out in my head, but in very Gus fashion, he's definitely playing a very long game because he is the one that had Mike put Lalo in jail in the first place. They gave the evidence, they went to the library, they orchestrated all the evidence to put him away.
Maybe they didn't
give Jimmy the evidence to... like bail him out.
But maybe they didn't foresee that he would still be pulling a lot of strings whilst he's in jail. I don't know.
Nah. We're talking about the cartel here. They're not surprised in the least. Gus wasn't surprised. You think the cartel would know that they can still...
but like, I feel like he would have at least gone away for a bit and maybe be quiet for a bit. But then the way Gus went to the magical guy, can't remember his name... But he was saying, you know, he's in jail and he's still making issues. Like, I don't know that was just like, oh, we always knew. Like, of course you're going to anticipate maybe.
Sorry,
I don't know.
I disagree strongly there.
Okay.
Gus is not a guy that doesn't anticipate and
I didn't say he didn't anticipate. But you just never know what's going to come to fruition.
Well, you did say he didn't anticipate.
I literally just... The last sentence I said, play back. I said, I'm not saying he didn't anticipate.
Whatever, we can argue about wordplay. The point was, your whole argument just then... was that maybe Gus didn't account for these factors, right? You can talk about semantics. That was your premise.
No, not that he didn't account for it. He didn't know for sure that was going to happen.
Well, same thing. Now you're talking about...
No, knowing for sure and
not accounting for something. Okay, well, whatever. He didn't know for sure. Now we're literally wasting time on wordplay. Like, the point is, Where I disagree strongly is that Gus, because yeah, like you're picking me up on words.
But what's the point of
what
putting him in jail than taking him out?
That's what I'm talking about. Gus is a guy that has a plan. He didn't do that by accident. Like, Gus is a guy that knows this only ends in murder. This doesn't end by putting Lalo away for 5 years, 10 years. That's not how the cartel works. Obviously. All the cartel can break each other out. So Gus knows, well, yeah, but if it's obvious, then back to my original point of why your thing didn't make sense.
Well, I just think Gus needed to buy time, and buying time was putting him in jail.
Okay. If I can just get my thoughts out, because you keep cutting me off. The point I was trying to make from the beginning, right, and where I don't agree that things may not have been considered or planned out this way or whatever. No, I don't agree with that. What I was getting at, or trying to get at before the 9 interruptions, was that Gus, I'm curious to see what his long game plan is, obviously. Because obviously it's weird that he's had him put away, then he's also orchestrated Mike to bail him out, and Gus is a guy that plays the very long game. So he's building something at large here. He's got something beyond what we can see to play Lalo the two ways that he has, knowing that it's not going to be the finishing blow. He's setting him up so that at some point he can deal that final blow. I obviously can't see where it's heading, but I'm just wanted to highlight that it's very interesting, this game they're playing where it's sort of like 1 step forward, 2 steps back, and I don't know the end play yet, but I'm strongly of the opinion, based on how Gus is, that all of this is part of his plan and completely accounted for.
So you think that, like, from day one, Lalo came into the picture and he's like, okay, this is everything that we're going to do? I don't think that. I think that Lalo came into the picture and he's adapting to his moves. And there might be an overall plan, but I think Gus is adapting. That's what I think is happening.
No one said day one. We're talking about putting him away in jail. Gus is not a guy that puts someone in jail to then not expect a cartel member to be doing exactly what the cartel member's doing, and then to be leading, getting him out. Burning out the shop cannot be a surprise. Like, cartel, you put a guy away, you know that they're going to have contacts on the inside.
Well, Nacho did say, he's talking about a lot of things. Here's like 20 things that he said. Any one of them could be a possibility. So, like, do you get what I'm saying? Anyway, it doesn't really matter.
No,
like,
it's important. No, I want to hash it out, because what I'm saying is, I'm intrigued that you don't agree that you think Gus put him in jail without fully factoring in the exact, like, what would come out of it and being ready for that.
No, I'm not saying he didn't factor anything in. I think there's a difference. I'm saying I don't think that he goes, okay, Lalo's in the picture, and you know what? We're going to put him in jail, then we're going to do this, then we're going to do that, and he's going to go in jail, then he's going to come out, and then after this, we're going to murder him. No, I think, okay, Lalo's in the picture, let's see what his move is. He makes his move, right? Yeah. Okay, then I make mine. What is that move going to be? Let's make a plan. Done. And I think that's what he's doing. I don't think there was this, like, a massive overarching plan, in, out, bang, boom.
Disagree, strongly. I agree to the point where when Lalo was coming in and he had to assess the situation, for sure. Yep. What I'm talking about is when Gus made the decision for Mike to pin all the evidence on Lalo and get him caught by the police.
You think from then he wanted
at that point, 100%, Gus would know what the situation would play out to a degree. He knows the cartel's going to get involved. He knows Lalo's going to suspect him and retaliate. Yeah. He might not know he's exactly going to burn down the shop, but he knew he would have known for these. So what I'm saying is interesting is that they set him up to go to jail. That was his game plan. Now, the minute a guy like Gus decides that, he has not made that decision without factoring in how it's going to play out. So that's where I disagree with the way you said things. So hang on, I'm not finished, because I'm currently schooling you, destroying you. So when the minute Gus has decided to get Mike and organise all this evidence against Lalo, I strongly believe that he has then also accounted for how it's going to play out. So I'm just saying it's interesting that he's made that move, that he's the same guy that's actually pulling the strings behind the curtain to get him out. And I'm just, my main point was, not expecting, again, the resistance that was received, what is his game plan? Because it's very interesting that he's all playing all this with Lalo, and Lalo thinks he's getting himself out and whatever without knowing about Nacho's involvement. But Gus is building a case here. And then maybe the whole point of that was to build Nacho's trust. Maybe the whole game plan was that if Nacho gets him out, that he's not going to suspect Nacho at all because he's fulfilled all his orders and he's building his trust and helping him with that. And maybe that's his game plan, furthering his cause. But I don't see Gus as the kind of guy. I agree with your sentiments up until the jail. He was scoping out.
No, with the jail, what I'm saying is I agree with that. I just... I didn't think it was from like back then in out jail. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
But no one said back then. It was when we were talking about the jail
That's what I was
plan.
understanding.
No. I think I've swayed you slowly because
No. Like, but I still think he is adapting. I don't.
I think he's always adapting. I think it doesn't take away from the fact that when he made the choice to, like, if you are a really good chess player and you've planned out your moves, you planned out your moves.
Yeah.
There might be a couple of moves that change, but it doesn't change your end result and what you accounted for. So for me, the minute he chose to do something big as getting him in jail, he's already planned for getting him out of jail, which is not what you were saying. So I'm just clarifying that. Because you were saying about not accounting for the phone and he may not have known about what moves he's going to do, whatever. And I'm saying no, he would know the cartel. He's in cartel. He was not surprised when he talked to that magical guy. Yeah. He said it's the cartel. Like, he was not surprised about how they're managing it. He knows their resources. That's not even 2%. They could have half the policemen in there killed if they wanted to. Click with fingers. He just can't risk being known. So I'm making my case, all right? Case in point, dude. Spartan came in, destroyed.
Anyways. Oh.
I wish more of the Breaking Bad fandom had come to see how far your boys come.
Yeah, no, you have come.
Because I've seen some comments, like, doesn't happen often, but some comments in the Better Call Saul community have been acknowledging Spartan's rise to greatness. And it has been, a long time coming. Finally got some respect for my name.
Yep.
So, not to say, you've got your respect was earned long ago, but getting into my name, a lot of the Breaking Bad fandom still they haven't come back. Won't know Spartan's comeback story. Here it is, evidence.
Now
and we are just beginning.
Close that book.
Yeah, until the next chapter. It gets better.
But yeah, so this whole cartel business is pretty crazy because it is a pivotal storyline for all our, I guess, main characters that we've gotten to know along the way. So obviously Jimmy, Nacho, Mike, and obviously add Gus in there. But all these people that have gone their separate ways are now finding their way back to each other through this storyline. That's why I feel like Lalo is such a big character in this universe. Because he makes that happen, and I'm sure like his charisma and whatnot also plays a role.
I feel like we've seen not enough of him. I'm waiting for Lalo to really have that moment, like when Gus had it, where you're like, "Whoa!" I feel like he's gonna have a moment where it's like, "Oh shit, dude."
Yeah.
We have not seen enough of him yet.
Yeah.
But I am liking how like the way everything's tying in, like you were saying.
Yeah.
Jimmy, Mike, Nacho. It's bringing that all together. It's setting up the foundations for them what we know to be the Breaking Bad universe.
Yeah.
So I like that. I'm liking that we're at that stage now where they're all coming, always wondering when Mike would get involved with Jimmy again. And, now he's getting involved with Jimmy again, but as Gus's guy. That's when it really sort of happens.
Yes. And he doesn't really know that, which is interesting. And yeah, I don't know, like just thinking about Breaking Bad and when he's like, I've got a guy that knows a guy that knows a guy. We're obviously talking about Mike. And just the way he introduces him to Walter. And I just like reflecting on that moment while we're going through this journey. And like just seeing their relationship build to know the guy that knows the guy. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I feel like it feels to me like that storyline sort of built because when Mike was first introduced with Jimmy in Breaking Bad, he was more like Jimmy would call him to do work. Now, from what we've seen, even in Better Call Saul, it doesn't make sense. If Mike's working for Gus, why would he do jobs with Jimmy? He doesn't have the money all the time. Yeah. It's not worth his while. So I feel like as Mike got... Because they said they're going to kill Mike a lot earlier on. Apparently, it was initially intended. And as they built him up to be the guy that knows the guy, I think now we're flushing it out. But that's probably something I can see that was more of an afterthought. Because otherwise, it wouldn't have made sense for Mike to be doing Jimmy's jobs on the side. He's already got Gus's empire running. Like, what was no benefit to him?
Well, what I'm thinking is because Walter was in territory of Cartel, like Cartel territory, that's when Mike maybe gets involved. Like, in that sense. Like, it's impeding on Gus's stuff.
And Gus already had an eye out for him. Yeah, maybe that would make a bit of sense,
Well, guys, we hope you enjoyed today's reaction. If you did, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments down below what you thought of the episode.
And if you want early access to our reactions or you want to watch our uncut reactions, we'll leave a link to our Patreon down below. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you on our next reaction.
See you guys.